Alright, so this is going to be the first video that I record using Onshape, and I thought that maybe the best way to introduce you guys to this software would be to go back to something that you're already familiar with and you've already drawn. So we've got this drawing over here on the left, that is drawing number 3. Over here on the right, we've got a brand new Onshape drawing. I've already titled it drawing 3. And what I want first off is this is a 3D view. Great for making models, but we're just doing a 2D sketch. So I'm going to click on top view. So we have just a flat top-down view of what's going on here. Now I'm going to click the sketch button. Oh, it says select a sketch plane. Okay, I forgot to click on top. There we go. Now I've got my sketch tools. And what I'm going to do is just start this line command. And I'm going to start over here with this 0.37 because I can work from that all the way around back to that end with the dimensions I've been given. So I'm going to draw a line and I'm going to roughly put it where I want it to go. The only thing I'm going to pay attention to really is if you notice the number there, 0.622, as I move the mouse down, a little dark line, a black line, shows up underneath that number when I am locked in and perfectly horizontal. Also, the line here itself is blue, solid blue, and when I get perfectly horizontal it becomes yellow and blue dashed. So I just want to make sure it's horizontal. Now I'm going to click and type in my number that I want instead of the other way around like I would do with Autocad. So 0.37 and press enter. Now I'm going to come down, and as long as it's going in the right direction, I'm not going to worry about how far I go. I'm just going to click and then I'm going to type in a number 2 and I'm going to press enter. And now I'm going to come over, 4, press enter. Ooh, hey, 4, press enter, there we go. And now I'm going to come back up, click 2 and enter. And now I'm going to come over, there's a click, 1 and enter. And I'm going to come down, there's another click, 3, enter. Back over 6, so 6, enter. And now I can't see. I've gone right off my screen, so I'm just going to click the middle mouse wheel and hold it down and drag back over. The pan command is still exactly the same. I'm going to go up 1. Now it says 1, which is kind of convenient, so I can just press enter there. And now reconnect those dots. Alright, I've got a shape. I'm going to scroll out on the mouse wheel so we can see what's going on here. Actually, I'm going to scroll back in. I'm going to click to turn this line tool off. I don't want to draw any more lines. I do want to move that dimension that's in the way. So I can just click on that and drag it up. This dimension here is also in the way, so I'll move that out. And just to keep things easy to read and looking good, I'm going to move a few more of these around. It's not essential that you do this. Just makes the drawing a little bit easier to see. Alright, so we've got everything here kind of roughed out with straight lines. Now what we've got to do is go back and add some radiuses here, add some corners. So the way we're going to do that is if you, let me see, where is the button for that? Construction, sketch, yeah, here we go. So a lot of your editing tools are under this button, and this icon will change depending on what is selected at the time. So you're just going to have to become familiar with the fact that there's a drop down there and you got some options. So I'm going to choose fillet, and if I hover over it, it says it creates fillets when sketching. Click or drag a corner or 2 curves. Subsequent fillets will use the same dimension. Whoops, I moved off a bit. Drag to create a fillet between different dimensions. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to select 2 of my lines that are going to get a fillet. So these 2 here, and where's my fillet? Is that really my fillet? That is tiny. Okay, let's correct that. That should be 0.37. Enter. Okay, there's a fillet with, let's put a dimension here to make that easier to see. Alright, we got one. Let's go do the other one. Now it said we could click and drag, so let's give that a shot, shall we? It's still selected, so I'm just gonna click and drag. Nope, can't do that. Gonna click and drag here. Oh, there's where the click and drag happens. All right, let's get in here and change this radius 0.37 and enter. Okay, and again, I'm just gonna move that out of the way so it's not interfering with the other dimension. Okay, one more fillet to add. It's this bottom right corner. Over here it says it should have a radius of 0.5, so click, click, drag, 0.5, enter. And again, I'll move this somewhere. How about there? All right. So we should be good to go. Now for dimensioning purposes, to check for accuracy, the only thing I'm really missing here is this distance from that point down to that point. We know it's 1 because I drew it as 1 initially, but that dimension is now gone. So I'm going to grab the dimensioning tool here and see if it will let me put another one back and keep it horizontal. There we go. It really wants to give you, it's kind of like the automatic dimensioning tool in Autocad. It will give you what it thinks is best. That 1.118 would definitely not help us out here. But if I pull it up just enough, I can get it to snap in and show me the 1. And there we go. That drawing is done. And all I would do is click the check mark here to stop sketching. You can now see the drawing. I had a little save icon spinning around. It doesn't matter if it's in the middle of this plane. That plane is entirely there for visual guide only. And in fact, you can turn it off somewhere. I forget exactly where. I'm not going to worry about it right now. But there's your drawing. And the easiest way to turn this in is probably going to be, well, you could share it with me from Onshape, and then I would just open it here. That might be best. Let's see. I'm going to open this document. Nah, I'm going to go here. Click on Onshape. Alright, here are all kinds of drawings and things that I've done. This drawing here, copy workspace link. Owner me, last modified by. Alright, so if I copy that link, and let's test this. I want to try to open it as if I am not me anymore. So what I'm going to do is open up a new incognito window so it has no idea who I am. I'm going to paste that link in. I'm going to wait because I want a slow connection. Oh, it's going to force a sign in. Alright, that's frustrating. Close that. That didn't work. There's got to be... Oh, there it is. The share button. Alright, so I right-clicked on the drawing. Click on share. All Onshape users can view. Copy, link, export. Alright, individuals. I could type in a name there for editing so multiple people can work on a document. But all I'm going to do is go to link sharing. Turn on link sharing. And there's my link. Copy that link. And that's what I would turn into Moodle. So what I would do, shrink that back up. Go over here, go into the Moodle, find drawing number 3. Now if I was a student, I would see something else here like a submit button instead of a view all submissions. I could submit and then paste in that URL right there. Because that's the easiest way for me to go in and check for accuracy. So let me close that. There are a few other ways if you were going to do other things with this file, but I don't think you're going to need them. So I'm just going to, come on, open up. Open this real quick. Hit this button and yeah, we could use the print to create a PDF. I don't want to do that. Manage versions, create a version. Nah. We're good. Share it with me like that. That's the best way to share it with me. Alright, off to the next video.